on in.
Hi. Thanks for letting me interrupt your work from home day.
Oh, of course, I don't mind.
It's time for everyone to get to know the woman behind Elevate, though.
Oh, awesome, I love it.
All right, so how do you usually start your day?
So after getting my son off to school, I usually have my first cup of coffee with a little peace and quiet around the house. I usually head into my study here where I just take some time to check my emails, look at my to-do list for the day, kind of get started.
So when you're in the office, what is your favorite treatment to do?
Oh, let's see. I would definitely say the non-surgical nose job or the liquid rhinoplasty. It's one of the most impactful procedures and I love the outcome that I get every time.
What was your inspiration behind starting the brand of Elevate?
It was definitely to build a place where it was more than just your experience in the chair. It was like the full immersive experience. I wanted everything from the scent, the decor, the feeling like when you walked into the office, all to play a role in the experience that they had.
Awesome. And what would you say is the most rewarding aspect of owning Elevate?
I would say for me, that's the fact that we're like one big family. Like it's so much fun. We all hang out. We all love each other. It's also super rewarding knowing that we're giving a platform for everybody, all the providers and staff to be like their best versions of themselves. Like there's truly the sky's the limit, and also for the clients to be the best versions of themselves too.
What's one skincare product you can't live without?
I would say my lotion P50 from BR. It's like a little magic potion in a bottle. This rain's making me a little sleepy. Do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me in the kitchen?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
And not related to Elevate, what is a place you've always dreamed of traveling to?
Oh, definitely Thailand. It's like bucket list for me.
How would you define yourself in 3 words?
I would say fun, loving, and laid back.
What made you interested in aesthetics?
It was definitely when I was working with my plastic surgeon that I worked with for a while as an RN, and just seeing like the way that these surgeries would transform people's confidence. So really like the psychology of it, how aesthetic procedures are really just not on the outside. They completely change somebody from the inside as well.
Who was the last person you called, if you can remember?
Right, so definitely my husband Les, which I check in with him multiple times throughout the day because I don't know if a lot of people know this, but he's kind of like the businessman behind the scenes. So he runs a lot of the finances and the operations day to day. So we're definitely always touching base to make sure things are going smoothly.
We definitely need Les. What is your current TV obsession?
Oh, I would definitely say the Kardashians. I'm like a true loyal Kardashian fan. That's like the only, I actually don't even watch TV. That's the only show I watch, so no shame.
What do you think is the most fun part about starting a business, and then also the most challenging?
Oh, that's tough. Okay, the most fun part for me was the design of the office, just because I love like bringing together all the different design elements, picking out the tile and the flooring and just seeing it all come together. That was super fun. The most challenging part would probably be like the part that I had no idea about, like all the infrastructure and the processes. Like that's been such an eye-opener and just something that's like always evolving and that we're having to like learn. So.
What is your astrological sign, and do you feel like it fits you?
Yes, I'm a Taurus, and I love being a Taurus, and it's funny because my husband is a Taurus, and one of my best friends, Aaron, is a Taurus, so I feel like I'm surrounded by them, and we all get along really well, so it makes it fun.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
My dad told me once when I was younger, comparison is the death of joy, and I really try to like live by that. Like just stay in my lane, don't compare myself to other people, and be happy with what I have.
What's your go-to cocktail?
Ooh, a dirty martini. Good dirty martini.
Good choice.
Yes.
What would you say is like your guilty pleasure?
Oh, well, I'm a little bit of a procrastinator, so my work from home days like this are a little tough because I tend to get distracted easily, and you'll find me just like rearranging all the vases and the freaking little leaves and the plants and stuff. Like, I love doing that. I think it's just like some sort of form of therapy for me. So that's definitely my guilty pleasure.
What would you say is the biggest myth about injectables?
Probably that you're gonna look overdone. I really feel like everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people come into the office and they're really concerned about just looking overdone. And it would take a lot of product, a lot of bad surgery, and just stuff in general to look overdone. So it really is a myth.
What's one thing you've always wanted to try but you've been too scared to?
Scuba diving.
Favorite restaurant in Tampa?
Noble Rice. I love their sushi, so good. And we love to sit at the sushi bar there and do their like omakase, which is like when the chef just has all his little creations.
Ooh,
This
yeah.
is Miss Pickles, by the way. The Elevate cat.
Hi,
Can you
Pickles.
say hi? She's like, no, we want to look at the camera and say hi. Yeah, we actually found, well, a whole nother story for another day because it's way too long, but we found her, or I found her in one of the bushes outside of Elevate. And now she is the best kitty ever.
She's the best, our mascot.
Yes, yes.
Who would you say is your celebrity crush?
Hailey Bieber. Honestly, I know it's not a dude, but she's hotter than any dude out there. Tends the hair. I had to copy her.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Favorite moisturizer?
Favorite moisturizer would probably be Cream Elastine from BR.
What's the best gift you've ever received?
Oh, I'd say my little turtle ring from my son Bennett. He got it for me and I love it. I wear it a lot, but every time I wear it, he definitely gets super excited. I don't wear it every day, but when I do, he's like, oh my God, Mommy, you have your turtle ring on. So it's super cute.
That's so cute. What do you think is the biggest lesson you've learned in the aesthetic industry?
I would probably say don't avoid failure, but seek success. I think a lot of times with like the cadaver labs and the anatomy and all these things that are really heavy that we learn as the injectors, that we get, it makes us a little scared when we come out of them and we feel like, oh, I don't even know if we should be doing what we're doing, but that's not the point, right? Like, we don't want to avoid these complications or like, you know, be scared of them, but instead we want to seek success because there's multiple times like there could be a beautiful outcome in the end of it.
Love that. What's your favorite perfume?
Another by Le Labo.
If you could switch lives with someone for a day, anyone, who would it be?
Probably my son, Bennett. I think it'd be super fun to just like live a day in his life and go to school and just hear what he talks about with his friends and just see life through his eyes.
What's the most underrated aesthetic procedure?
Probably chin filler. I feel like with this big push and movement for the past couple of years, with the lip filler being such a big deal, it kind of can put our lower face out of balance. So addressing the chin will just bring that harmony and that balance to the lower face, and it honestly like looks so beautiful.
What books are you reading?
Let's see. I'm reading a couple books right now. I've been reading Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, which I'm like reading so slow because I don't want it to be over. And I'm reading, actually I'm listening to on audio a book that my brother recommended called The Creative Act. And then I am also reading a child like rearing book. I try to read like one of those, Les and I are reading it together. And it's called The Coddling of the American Mind.
How do you balance owning a business and being a mom?
Oh, that's like the golden question, right? Like, I don't know, that's like the toughest part, but I think prioritizing like a family for me is always first. Like, as important Elevate is, that it is like another child, another baby to me. Like, I always just try to remember that, you know, family is, or my son won't be this young forever, so keeping that in mind. And then yeah, like having, you know, not working all the time, having a couple of days off, traveling, things like that really help too. But giving yourself some grace. I feel like we're all moms, we're all out there just doing the same hustle and the grind, and like giving ourselves a little grace at the end of the day. It's important.
What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
I would say a little bit of rest, because I like to catch up on sleep and stuff, and a little bit of socializing and fun too is always good. I came out here to get a little fresh air, but it might be a little gross outside today. I usually like to hang out in this, like for lunchtime I'll come out here and read and hang out and get a little fresh air, but I feel like this weather is just a different
Typical
story.
Florida.
I know,
You never
right?
know what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
What is your Starbucks order?
Starbucks, I usually do an iced matcha latte with 3 pumps chai and sweet vanilla cold foam.
When are you most inspired?
Probably when I'm reading. Like I try to just do like 10 minutes a day, but I typically read nonfiction. So the books that I read, like they do try to, like I try to read inspirational books that make me think like deeply. Even if I could just get like 10 minutes in of like deep thinking a day, it's like energizing.
What's your favorite animal? I could probably guess.
Yeah, obviously a cat. I'm definitely a cat person. Crazy cat lady here.
Okay, and your last question. Where do you see Elevate in the next 5 years?
So definitely growing as a team. Like I want us to get closer and bring on some more amazing people to our team. Probably growing as a brand. I see us like, you know, getting out there into other communities. And yeah, just being a better version of ourselves and Elevate for our clients too. Like keeping that experience at the forefront.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.